Do you want to learn new words and improve your English? If yes, then you must read every day. Reading books and stories is one of the best ways to learn new words and remember them. Today we will talk about why reading is important, what to read, and how to learn new words from books and stories. Stay with me till the end, and you will get some great tips. Many people ask, how can I improve my vocabulary? The answer is simple. Read every day. When you read books and stories, you see new words in sentences. You learn how to use them correctly. You also understand their meaning from the story. This is better than memorizing words without understanding them. Let's say you read this sentence. The little girl was ecstatic when she got a puppy. If you don't know the word ecstatic, you can guess its meaning from the sentence. The girl got a puppy and she was happy. So, ecstatic means very, very happy. Reading helps you learn words naturally, just like children learn their first language. Now you might ask, what books should I read to learn English? The answer depends on your level. If you are a beginner, start with simple storybooks, graded readers, and children's books. These books use easy words and short sentences. If you are at an intermediate level, try short stories, novels with easy English, and comics or graphic novels. These books will help you learn more words while keeping reading fun. For advanced learners, classic literature, newspapers, magazines, biographies, and self-help books are great choices. These books use more complex words, which will help you improve your vocabulary even more. It is very important to choose books that match your level. If a book is too difficult, you may feel frustrated and stop reading. If it is too easy, you may not learn new words. So, pick books that challenge you but are not too hard. Okay, you have a book and you are ready to read, but how do you learn new words? Here's a step-by-step guide. First, when you see a new word, don't use a dictionary immediately. Try to guess its meaning from the sentence. This will help your brain remember words better. If you cannot guess the meaning, check a dictionary. You can use an English-to-English dictionary for better understanding. This way, you will learn the meaning in English instead of translating it into your native language. Next, make a vocabulary notebook. Write the word, its meaning, and an example sentence. This will help you remember it. Writing words helps your brain store them in long-term memory. Then, read the word aloud. Saying it out loud helps you remember its pronunciation and spelling. The more senses you use, reading, writing, speaking, and listening, the better you will remember the word. Finally, try to use the new word in your daily life. You can use it in a conversation, in your writing, or when thinking in English. The more you use it, the stronger your memory will be. Let's learn new words from a short story. Listen carefully. One day, a timid little rabbit was hopping in the forest. He saw a big, ferocious lion sleeping under a tree. The rabbit wanted to run away, but he remembered a lesson from his mother. Sometimes courage is stronger than fear. So the rabbit took a deep breath and walked past the lion without fear. The lion opened one eye, smiled, and went back to sleep. The rabbit felt proud of himself. Now let's look at some new words from this story. The word timid means shy and afraid. For example, the timid child did not speak in class. The word ferocious means very dangerous. For example, the tiger is a ferocious animal. The word proud means happy and satisfied. For example, she was proud of her good grades. When you read a story, underline new words and write their meanings in your notebook. This will help you remember them better. Now, how can you make reading a daily habit? Here are some tips. First, read for 10-15 minutes every day. You don't have to read for hours. Just a few minutes each day will improve your vocabulary over time. Second, keep a book with you at all times. If you have a free moment while waiting for a bus or before bed, read a few pages. Third, use audiobooks. Listening to audiobooks while reading can help you improve pronunciation and understanding. Fourth, join a reading challenge. Set a goal to read one book every month. You can also join an online reading group or a book club. Lastly, read what you enjoy. If you love adventure, read adventure stories. If you like real-life stories, read biographies. When you enjoy reading, you will do it more often. Reading is one of the best ways to learn new words and improve your English. Today, we learned why reading helps you learn new words, what types of books you should read, how to learn new words while reading, a short story with new words, and tips to make reading a daily habit. We talked about how reading books and stories can help you learn new words. Reading is very important, but there is another great way to improve your vocabulary: by listening and watching. Many English learners find it difficult to remember new words. They read books, write words in a notebook, and try to memorize them, but they forget the words after a few days. Do you also have this problem? Don't worry. There is a fun and easy way to learn words and remember them for a long time. That way is listening and watching. Listening to English and watching English videos helps you understand how words are used in real conversations. When you hear a word many times in different situations, your brain remembers it naturally. Just like children learn their first language by listening to their parents, you can also learn new words by listening to native speakers. Now, you might ask, what should I listen to? What should I watch? The answer depends on your level. If you are a beginner, start with simple English audio, such as children's stories, slow news, and basic podcasts. These have easy words and slow speech, so they are great for learning new words. If you are an intermediate learner, you can listen to audiobooks, podcasts, and English songs with clear lyrics. Audiobooks are great because they help you imagine the story while learning new words. Podcasts are helpful because they teach you about different topics while improving your vocabulary. If you are an advanced learner, you can listen to English news, interviews, and motivational speeches. These have more difficult words, but they help you understand how words are used in different situations. Now let's talk about videos. Watching English videos is a great way to learn words because you can see facial expressions, body language, and situations. This helps you understand the meaning of words without translating them into your native language. For beginners, cartoons, simple English lessons, and children's shows are great. They have clear speech and basic vocabulary. For intermediate learners, English movies with subtitles, TV series, and YouTube videos are helpful. And for advanced learners, documentaries, talk shows, and debates are great choices. Okay, now you know what to listen to and what to watch, but how can you learn new words from them? Here's a step-by-step method. First, choose something interesting. If you love adventure, listen to adventure audiobooks. If you enjoy comedy, watch funny English videos. When you enjoy what you are listening to, learning becomes easier. Second, listen to short clips and focus on new words. If you are watching a video, pause it when you hear a new word. Try to guess the meaning from the situation. Then, check the meaning in an English-to-English dictionary. Third, write the new word in a notebook. Just like when you learn words from books, writing helps you remember. Write the word, its meaning, and an example sentence. Fourth, repeat the word aloud. Say it a few times and try to copy the pronunciation from the audio or video. This will help you remember how the word sounds. Fifth, use the word in real life. The best way to remember a word is to use it in your speaking and writing. You can try using it in a conversation with a friend, writing a sentence with it, or saying it to yourself while thinking in English. Now, let's learn new words from a short audio clip. Listen carefully.
The weather was gloomy in the morning, but by noon the sun was shining brightly. Emma felt relieved because she had planned a picnic.
Did you hear any new words? Let's look at some of them. The word gloomy means dark and sad. For example, the sky looks gloomy before it rains. The word relieved means happy and relaxed after stress. For example, she felt relieved after passing her exam. When you listen to English, try to catch new words and write them down. Listen to the same audio clip 2 or 3 times to understand the pronunciation and usage. Now, let's do the same with a short video. Imagine you are watching a travel video, and the person says, "This beach has breathtaking views and the water is crystal clear." From the video, you see the beautiful beach. You can guess that breathtaking means very beautiful and crystal. Clear means very clear like glass. Watching videos helps you learn words easily because you see pictures and actions with the words. This makes words more memorable. But how can you make listening and watching a daily habit? Here are some tips. First, listen to English every day, even for just 10 minutes. You can listen while cooking, walking, or traveling. Second, watch English. Videos with subtitles first, then without subtitles. This will help you understand words and improve your listening skills. Third, repeat what you hear. If you like a phrase or sentence in a movie, pause and say it aloud. Try to copy the pronunciation and intonation. Fourth, use English songs to learn new words. Listen to a song, read the lyrics, and sing along. Songs are a fun way to learn vocabulary. Lastly, join an English listening challenge. Challenge yourself to listen to an audiobook, podcast, or video every day for a month. Keep a journal of new words and review them regularly. Listening and watching are powerful ways to improve your vocabulary. We talked about how to learn new words by reading books and stories and by listening to English and watching videos. But learning words is not enough. If you don't use them, you will forget them. That is why we will talk about how to use new words in speaking and writing so that they stay in your memory forever. Many English learners make a big mistake. They read books, listen to audiobooks, and watch English videos. They understand many words, but when they try to speak or write, they cannot remember those words. Have you ever had this problem? The reason is simple. Your brain remembers words better when you use them. It is like learning how to ride a bicycle. You can watch a video about riding a bicycle, but if you never try, you will never learn. The same thing happens with words. If you don't use them, they will disappear from your memory. When you learn a new word, try to use it in your daily conversations. If you don't have anyone to speak with, talk to yourself. Imagine you are telling a story or explaining something. Use the new words naturally. For example, let's say you learned the word fascinating, which means very interesting. You can use it like this. I watched a fascinating documentary about space, or that book was fascinating. I couldn't stop reading. The more you use a word, the easier it becomes to remember. At the end of the day, think about what happened. Try to describe your day using the new words you learned. For example, if you learned the word exhausted, which means very tired, you can say, I was exhausted after a long day at work, or I walked for 2 hours and now I feel exhausted. By doing this every day, you will naturally add new words to your speaking. Many learners are afraid to speak because they think they will make mistakes. But mistakes are a part of learning. Don't wait until you are perfect. Start using new words in your speech today. A good way to practice is thinking in English. Instead of thinking in your native language and then translating, try to think directly in English. For example, if you see a beautiful sunset, don't think in your language, and then translate. Just think, wow, this sunset is breathtaking. The more you practice thinking in English, the easier speaking will become. Writing is a powerful way to remember vocabulary because when you write, your brain processes words deeply. Write a few sentences about your day using the new words you learned. It doesn't have to be long. Even 3 to 5 sentences are enough. For example, if you learned the word delighted, which means very happy, you can write, I was delighted to receive a gift from my friend today. Writing every day will make these words a part of your active vocabulary. One of the best ways to practice vocabulary is by writing stories. You don't have to be a great writer. Just have fun with words. For example, if you learn the words mysterious, something strange and unknown, and whisper, to speak very softly, you can write, it was a dark and mysterious night. Emma heard a whisper behind her, but when she turned around, no one was there. Writing stories makes words more exciting and helps you remember them. If you use social media, try posting in English. Write a short post using new words. It could be about your day, your thoughts, or something interesting you learned. For example, if you learned the word spectacular, which means very amazing, you can write, the sunset today was spectacular. I have never seen such beautiful colors in the sky. This will help you practice writing in a real-world situation. Now let's do a small exercise together. I will give you 3 new words, and you will try to use them in sentences. The words are enormous, very big, charming, very attractive or lovely, terrified, very scared. Now take a few seconds and think of sentences with these words. Here are some examples. The elephant at the zoo was enormous. She has a charming smile that makes everyone happy. I was terrified when I heard a strange noise at night. Try to make your own sentences and write them in your journal. Instead of just writing words on flashcards, write full sentences. This helps you remember how to use the word in context. If you have a friend who is also learning English, practice speaking with them. You can even join online language exchange programs to talk with native speakers. Choose a topic and talk about it for 1 minute. Record yourself and listen to it. Check if you use new words correctly and if your pronunciation is clear. Challenge yourself to use at least 3 new words every day in speaking and writing. At the end of the week, go back to your notebook and review the words you learned. Try to use them in new sentences. Speaking and writing are the best ways to activate new words in your memory. Today, we learned why it is important to use new words, how to practice speaking with them, how to practice writing with them, and some extra tips to make learning fun and effective. Now, I have a challenge for you. Choose 3 new words that you learned recently. Write a short paragraph using those words and say it aloud. Then, share your sentences in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more English learning tips. See you next time. Keep speaking, keep writing, and keep learning